Hello, all you beautiful rays of sunshine, and welcome back to Economics with Owen. I'm Owen, so let's talk economics. The problem we're tackling today is studies have shown that there's a very high societal value on beautiful architecture. So why is it so frequently undersupplied? And what are some possible solutions to bring the supply of beautiful architecture up to the optimal societal level? So in order to tackle this question, we need to understand two things. Beautiful architecture is a public good, and it is a positive externality. Now, a public good means two things. It is non-excludable. You cannot dictate who uses it, and you cannot charge for it. It is also non-rival in consumption, meaning that someone standing here appreciating a beautiful building does not in any way detract from my experience standing here appreciating the same beautiful building. Now, herein lies the problem for the first part of the question. Why is there a lack of it? It's because when it comes to non-excludable goods, companies can't charge for it, so there's very little incentive for them to provide an adequate supply for the market. Now, as we said before, beautiful architecture is what's known as a positive externality. A positive externality is a benefit to a group of people who didn't pay for it. So if someone builds a beautiful building, everybody who lives in the area, walks past it on their way to work, or drives through the town being a tourist, gets to look at this beautiful building and appreciate it, but they don't pay for it. Now, while positive externalities add high social value, what we're trying to do in this situation is move the supply of beautiful architecture from the market equilibrium up to the efficient equilibrium. And in order to make this jump with the positive externality and add the societal value, government intervention is often required. Now, government intervention is going to come in one of two forms in this case. Either command and control, which means that anytime someone's building a building in the city, the government's going to say, hey, your building needs to be at least this beautiful. And however they define those beauty standards is up to them. But the government will come in and say you have to use, these following materials. It has to have this many beautiful things on the outside, however you want to describe it. The other is a taxes and subsidies incentive. Either they can give tax breaks to buildings that have a higher visual appeal, they can raise taxes in the city to provide subsidies to people building new buildings in order to encourage them to be more beautiful. Studies have shown that the taxes and subsidies method tend to be more cost effective than command and control. In any case, the greatest hurdle here is that nobody can charge money for a building being beautiful. You can't charge people to look at a building unless you put it inside of another building. And people don't do that. Have a great night.